much for taking the time to join us. I'm, of course, Janine from Graeae Horror. I'm here again with also the film festival director for Shared Site Film Festival. Still not used to saying that. I will get there. I'm joined by my co-host Claire Napper, who's the director of events at Strange Little Obsessions. And we're delighted to be joined by our latest interviewee, Aaron Lockhart, who's one half of the filmmaker duo behind Chain Message, which will be screening at the Shared Site Film Festival on Saturday, the 26th of September. Hi, Aaron. How are you doing?
Hi, guys. Absolute pleasure to be here. Can't wait to talk horror and everything about the festival.
Fabulous. We were admiring your display earlier as well before we get into it. So cool.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We've got Crispy Chris, Top, Pathan Dex, and my version of Leatherface. Just because you have to have one of the icons in with some originals, you know?
I think so. Yeah, it's good to be iconic sometimes.
100%. Just when you can, you know?
Yeah, just if you've got the time, you know. If we don't mind making a quick start, for those who are looking to join us at the Shared Site Film Festival in September, and maybe those who are interested in checking out Chain Message, can you give us a bit of a spoiler-free overview on what the film's about?
Oh, hell yeah. So what we decided to do with this, we originally made it for the 666 Film Challenge, which is 66 hours and 6 minutes to get your film written, edited, made, done, finished. That's it. No more time. If you haven't got it done, you haven't got it done. So myself and my partner and our little creative team got together, and we usually do a lot of Irish mythology stuff mixed with modern horror, which is like Pathan Dex was all about kind of how the mistreatment of mental health patients back in the day, and he's a revenant from then. But this one we said, right, what would we like to see, and what's lacking in modern horror space? So we decided modern concept with a bit of a grindhouse twist. Anybody remember those chain messages you used to get back in like the early days of phones and stuff? Yeah. You still kind of get them, but they're more online now of like, I always see the Instagram saying, don't skip this or you'll have bad luck. It was kind of like that. I always used to freak out. I was fairly young when they started, and I was like, if I don't send this on, she's going to end up at the end of my bed. So I'll have bad luck. The luck one was always bad for me. So I'm like, I'm not going to be able to, I'm going to get bad luck. But, and if I didn't have 10 friends to send them on, because, wow, the weird horror kid didn't have 10 friends. Shocker. But I used to freak out and be like waiting for the person at the end of my bed, like, let's go. Let's go. And they never came, and half of me was kind of disappointed because I'm the horror guy. I was kind of like, maybe they could have been my friend. But anyway, no, we basically took that idea, and what happens if you don't send it on? And is that real? Is it not? Watch Chain Message to find out.
That's a really great overview, to be honest. I'm getting
Don't get me started talking. I will talk.
No, we're all good. We're the same. I was just going to say, actually, the way you describe it reminds me of like, oh God, because I'm a kid of the 80s. So I grew up in 90s when tech, right? One of us, we're all around the same era. And it was like, you get those in your MSN Messenger or whatever, and you'd be like, oh, good, it's 7 days before Ring was a thing, before It Follows was a thing. Like, we're all going to go.
We're all going to die.
I was that kid that was just like, oh my God, some twat sent me this again. And I would just instantly delete it, you know. But I always had that thought in the back of my head. Yeah. What if this was actually real? And that's what was so exciting when I watched this, because it was like, oh my, and it made me think back to like being a child and how I was so blasé about, oh, it's not fucking real, just delete it, it's fine. And then that could have been me.
Yeah, 100%. And like, again, when you're a kid, like, I'm glad you were like, it's nothing, delete it, whatever. Because like, and the way you said someone sent it to me again, I used to freak out if I got it again. If it came back around, I was like, do I still need to send it to another 10 people? Or am I safe? What are the rules?
I don't know enough people. Just leave me alone.
You can guarantee I was that one kept resending. I was like, I'm not taking any chances. Get rid of this.
But again, that's a good thing, because I'd be like, I know what to do if Jason comes. I know what to do. You know, Freddy's slashers and stuff are my favorite. I know the rules to them. I can survive that. This is something else. Send them on just to be safe.
Love that. You guys look like you had an absolute blast creating this film. You can tell in the vibe of the short. What was your most enjoyable part of production?
Well, again, anytime we get together to make stuff, it's just like everybody kind of says it about like filmmaking. There's never really a bad moment on our set. We're all family. especially with this short, there was only 4 of us. There was my sister, my partner Shauna, my sister-in-law Maria, who's basically my sister, and me. That was it. And we have a blast. So when we're writing this stuff, really coming up with kills and gory stuff is our fun bit, because we're all twisted. We're all very much twisted. So you'll see in the film, I won't spoil anything, but we literally went on to set, and it was already preset because we knew where we were going to. Part of a house we used to live in, my parents' house. Don't know why I'm being so coy about that. It was my parents.
Being a bit mysterious.
So we did a little bit of set dressing, hit a few things, blah blah blah, and yeah, we just looked around the space of where it was going to happen and went, that. What can we do with that, or this, or that, and yeah, went to town. That's kind of the most fun bit. Is like we can always come up with a story. That's usually never an issue with us, but the fun part is when, okay, who's going to get it and how?
Yeah. Oh my God, do they get it? That's all I'm going to say. Jesus Christ. Was not expecting that.
Oh,
it was great.
Thank you so much.
It was wonderful. As I can just say this, as a gore whore, I'm allowed to like, oh my God. It was
it was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much. Because again, we did it on like we went for kind of A24 classy with our last short. There was kind of just his beautiful face coming at you at the end, and because it was a found footage short. Yeah. And we thought, right, let's be classy about it. And this one I went, I don't want to be classy. I want to break out my special effects. I want to do what I do.
You know what though? It would be really funny if people came to my film festival and didn't see some gore. They'd be like, who is this person who likes the French extremity? Where has she gone? And I'd be like, surprise. Yeah, there's a lot of gore in this. Oh my God. It's great.
So glad you said French extremity. I remember myself and my sister actually watching High Tension for the first time, and we were like, what is this? You know, and obviously Alexander, I always say his last name wrong, Alexander Aha.
Yeah. It's
the career he's had since. Oh my God.
It's wonderful. But I'm a purist a little bit, because for me it's forever Switchblade Romance, and I've got the original release with the original title. I'm sorry, I'm that girl. I hate to be that person. I've got the because I bought it in HMV not long after it came out.
We can end this call. I'm done.
Okay. All right.
No, but that's so sick. That is rad. Yeah. You bought it in HMV?
I'm waiting for a re-release. To keep re-releasing these things, but re-release it with the original title, please, and I'll buy it. I'm looking at you, Arrow, and all these other distributors.
Anybody, Diabolic, Arrow, anybody, please.
I don't care who it is.
Vinegar Syndrome.
Somebody release it with the right title. That's all I care for. Anyway, we digress.
But that's what I love about the horror people in general. Sorry, I'll go back to the gore and stuff in a minute. But we know what we love, and like, it could be the worst film in the world, but I want the original title of you know, 5 heads in a basket and the man walked down the lane. I want that. I want it. You know, like that's what I want.
It's just words on a case, but it means a lot. It's just words.
It does. It 100% does. And again, like I will stop there because I will keep going. But no, with the gore, I'm glad you really enjoyed the gore gags, because we wanted to. Do you ever get when you're waiting on a gore gag and it never comes? We wanted to make it kind of seem like that. Yeah. And then we wanted to go, no, stop. Here you go.
It definitely blindsided me. I did not see that coming because of the style of the short. And then you get a teaser and you're like, oh, okay, because they've only got 6 minutes, because I knew it was part of the 666 film challenge. And I was like, okay, we're running to time now, kind of thing. Not that I was clock watching, but we kind of got a vibe. And then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, okay, what the hell? It was like, I had the same reaction to that I did when I saw Hereditary. I was like, damn it, you know?
Don't make me blush. Don't make me blush. That's actually my sister's.
Let's calm down. But I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Hey, if I can even get the same reaction, I'm happy.
Yeah, dude. I almost left my seat. It was great. Anyway, we digress. So you mentioned the 666 Film Challenge. How did you guys get involved with the Indie Horror Society? Because we've actually in our program, I think we've got about 4 or 5 shorts that have come through that challenge at some point over the last couple of years.
And what I will just real quick about that challenge, our first year to go was last year with Emerald Echoes, and oh my God, the caliber of film in that. Not like, and again, I never blow smoke. I'm kind of honest to a fault. I sat there slack-jawed going, there's just so many cool horror people in here, and I just want to talk to them all. That's kind of me. I'm the one still there when everybody's being ushered out. Like, no, but I want to talk about Microwave Massacre with this guy. He said it. He has a T-shirt.
They're a great group of guys as well, because I know a few of them through different film festivals and stuff. They're wonderful. Yeah, really great team.
And like, especially because we were first-time filmmakers. We had no idea how any of this worked. We were just kind of winging a prayer, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they, open arms, said, yeah, no, here's what you need. Here's what you do. Come over to the screen and it's going to be great. And we actually did, which we got to see on the big screen. It was amazing. But we got involved literally through, I saw on Instagram, 666 challenge. And I love a deadline. It's either do it or don't.
Mm-hmm.
I love even saying that to people. It's like, oh, I want to make a mask or I want to get involved. Well, do it or don't.
Yeah.
Like I'm self-taught with all these guys. And I just said, look, I'm either going to do it or I'm not.
Yeah.
I love that you're self-taught. Like,
it's incredible.
That's incredible because the detail.
Again, just being a kid living in Ireland, I was like, let's try and make a hockey mask. And once I could do that, I was like, okay, we could try something else.
Just layer some fabric on this and dip it, and just make it.
I remember
ramp it up a little bit, and make it a bit bloody.
And literally, that's where I started. That's it. Just try something.
Crazy.
Dip your toe in. But no, so I love that idea of make the film into 66 hours, or you lose it. And I was like, we can have a go at that, and even if we don't do it, it would be fun to try.
Yeah.
And we had we entered. Then the Indie Horror Sock, I actually read up on them, and then I just got so jealous because we've a great horror community here in Ireland. We just don't have a meeting place yet. I say yet, because it will happen. But we've such a really vast community here. We just don't have a meeting place. And I love the idea when I read about the Indie Horror Sock that was just a bunch of people, creatives, fans, writers, direct, all these type of guys just supporting each other. And again, it's something I love about the horror community. I've yet to meet a negative horror fan that says, "Oh, you shouldn't do that," or "You can't do that." And usually, if they are like that, they don't show up to many events. And
exactly that.
I just think that's why we got, and that's how we got involved in that. Just cool horror people being positive and supporting each other. That's literally it. Can't say again. I will keep talking because I can't say enough good things about them.
That's really cool though, because you've just summarized our horror community as a whole. Like, regardless what subgenre you're in, what entry-level film you're in, what age you are, experience level, if you're creative or no, you're welcome here because it's a safe space for everybody. And if you're into 100%. Horror, you're going to find somebody in this massive community here who's into the same stuff you are. Wonderful.
Absolutely. Fact. Again, ask. And that's not just you guys. That's not just me. I promise you, reach out to a horror person. I guarantee you they're sound.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly that. So can you tell us about some of the reactions you've had to screenings so far? How's the reaction been? Have you had some positive feedback?
So we actually are only premiering our short in the 666 coming up. We haven't, outside of our family and maybe one or two friends, we have another project coming up, and I showed one of the actors who'd never worked with special effects makeup. We're going hell for leather on that one. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I showed them, I was like, this is the extent we're going to do, but a little bit bigger. And they were like, Jesus Christ. There's a specific bit that happens, and they were like, oh, that one specific bit made them go, oh, that's it.
That's it.
So it's been overwhelmingly positive. Very similar to yourself. They're kind of going, that's good, yeah. It's good. And then something happens. And they go,
that punch.
oh, okay, yeah, no, that's a horror film. And like, again, we've had some, I would say you have had the best reaction so far. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But wait
till we record our audience.
That was kind of something I was going to ask. I was like, hey guys, I know you're super busy, but if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, we're working on it.
We've already been planning, because we think, especially if you like you guys that can't come over and some of the other directors, and we've got one who has actually never been to a screening to see any of her work. So we wanted to, she, it's a health condition, she can't leave her house, unfortunately. But we wanted to do something special for you guys. So we're like, well, if we can screen a bit of the audience reaction, and not to blow smoke.
No, 100%, but not to blow smoke for you guys, but just interacting with is, aside from this interview and stuff like that, you are very, very, very aware of people. And I say that because you are very, very nice. And I know I've said the horror community in general is nice, but it's very cool to see a convention and a film festival actually thinking about the individual. Not the how many tickets can we sell, and how many, we'll get all this in, and oh yeah, don't worry about that guy, they'll get in somehow. No, worry about that guy.
Yeah,
worry about that person.
It's little things as well, like with the space we had, we could have run competing screenings for the film fest, but why would you want to do that? Like, the point is that we're showcasing indie horror as a whole, whether it's our guests, they come to meet and greet for the actors, if it's our author who's doing the readings, it's taking the time, having the space for people to come and meet them, and for them to be able to showcase their passion as well and what they're creatively great at. And the same thing with the films. Like, I get it, at some of the larger events you can't avoid competing screenings, just because of the sheer volume of what it is and the level they're at, and that's wonderful. But for us as first timers, we want to give every filmmaker an opportunity and the audience time to breathe and to go, just take a moment to consume what's just happened to them emotionally and go, I might need a second, I might need a bottle of water, and then carry on for the next. We're really trying to be thoughtful of everything.
There's also that element of, we don't want people just to buy a ticket, come along and then spend more money there. It's like, how much can we give them included in that ticket price? Which is why they've got the film festival, the workshops, someone doing special effects, makeup and photos. And, it's how much can we fit in without spending all the money that comes in, because where it's self-funding. But it's like, I don't want people just to be sitting around doing nothing and passing time in those spaces in between. So it was like, well, what can we do a bit different? And that's how it kind of came about.
Like, listening to you guys talk about it, I'm like, I must be able to come. Like, there must be a way.
You're welcome. Honestly, there'll be a space for you in your mask. Come on over.
Oh yeah.
So
I guarantee it. I guarantee you, if I'm not at this one, I'm at the next one, because again, I just want to experience it, because again, you really, really are playing a blinder. I genuinely can't praise you. And again, you deserve it. It's not blowing smoke. As I said, honest to a fault. Genuinely, it really, really does make a difference.
Thank you. So I was going to ask then, because you guys are new filmmakers, what is it that inspires you creatively, and why now? Why is it now that you've gotten into the filmmaking?
Well, myself and my partner have always been involved in the entertainment industry, or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Involved in the arts. I'm originally an actor. I've done that for most of my career, and then moved into I still act. I also do the special effects makeup, and my partner is an absolutely phenomenal costume designer. And I again, whatever I can do here is nothing on her. She is incredible. I will send you on some of her work. Amazing. Check her out. Shauna Marr costume on Instagram. Check her out.
Trust me, I'm all over it. Oh. she's incredible.
Oh no, she's amazing. I have to say, I can't say again. I could talk about Shauna for literally a decade, so I won't. But no, we were always involved in it, and we actually were involved in theatre first and foremost. We had a show go to across you guys called Book of the Banshee that did Grimfest in London in the Old Red Lion. And we did a couple of shows over here. We even did a local show that there was people on the street of the venue actually looking through the window, watching it, which was really cool. And because I did my master's degree over here and I specialized my thesis in the Grand Guignol, the theatre of horror. So, we were big theatre heads. We decided to put that show together, and it went really, really well. And then I kind of got fed up of kind of filling in theater applications and them going, we don't see it. And I'm like, because I have to do the show for you to see it. It's really good, I promise. And trying to convince someone that you're good. And then when I'm a lifelong film fan, and I've always wanted to make films, and I just never had the gall. I'm like, no, they're tremendous. Like, they have so much they're balancing. And it was actually Shauna that went, do it or don't, Aaron. Yeah. What do you always say? Do it or don't. And I went, we'll do it. And we're not looking back. We've got another 2 shorts planned as of right now. And what inspires me in general is, one, other people. I love other creatives and speaking to them. I never understand anybody. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words because trying to make this as specific as I possibly can. I never understand not wanting to hear about someone else's success, because that to me, I'm like, and you're doing what? Oh my God, that's amazing. And I will 100 times out of 100 go, oh my God, I'm so proud of them. I need to make something. We just need to make something. Let's make something. And you come out invigorated from talking to other creatives. And that's why, again, I'm so raging I can't be in the room when the film is playing, because it's to see other people's films and to talk to them. That's what I loved about the 666. I could stand in a room full of really positive people. I've just seen their work and I can go, how did you do this? And where did that idea come from? And that inspires me first and foremost. And secondly, I'd be lying if I didn't say this. Horror movies inspire me to do not only horrific things, but just in general. If I was having a bad day as a kid, my all-time favorite slasher is, and horror villain in any way, shape, or the word, is Jason. He was my big brother. I used to come home, if I had a bad day in school, someone picked on me, I got in trouble with a teacher, I'd stick in Friday the 13th and say, Jason's got my back. I'm inspired to just go and be better in school. I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to be, because again, it's just, the horror does a lot more than we think.
It's amazing that a homicidal maniac who got killed by negligent camp counselors will inspire a kid to get through school. That's wild. 100%. That blows my mind. Again,
I never killed anybody that anybody knows of.
What Jason you hiding?
No, I actually do credit Jason with having such a good moral compass, because I'm like, no, people were dicks to Jason because he was weird. I'm not going to be a dick to a weird kid. What part of me is I might die when they get like a huge, and when they get huge and wear a hockey mask. But the other part of me,
in those woods.
Oh yeah, no, I made fun of your backpack, didn't I? But no, and then it's just, I was a weird kid, and that could have been me, So look, horror makes people better people. That's what inspires me. And just film in general. I'm a big film nerd. Love horror, but if I could spend every day of my life in the cinema, I would. Yes.
Facts. Yeah. Film festivals in particular is the thing I enjoy more than cinemas. It's like that collective experience of watching something that perhaps no one else that isn't present will see yet. They may see it 3, 6, 9 months down the line, but you've got that exclusivity, and you're and you come out of a room of strangers all having that collective experience. 9 times out of 10, especially with shorts, you don't know anything about it going in. You don't even have a log line sometimes or a poster. You're just a title, and I'm like, that tells me nothing. And then you go and watch it and you come out and you have this experience where you're talking to everyone and you're like, did you just experience what I just experienced? And then before you know it, by the end of the 2 days, you're bezies. And that's how I've made a lot of my friends in the last 6 months. Film festivals is the way
people get you, isn't it? And kind of, you've got that same passion for something, and they understand what your interests are, and it's so easy then just to open up the conversation more.
100%. It's again, you're not going to say anything that's going to shock them. You know what I mean? And they know what they get it. They get it. And then not only that, film festival audiences are there for one thing. Other than chatting to people, they're there to watch the movie. If I go to see Evil Dead Born, for example, in a local cinema, I might get a really shitty crowd. On their phones, getting all talking. Also,
on the other hand, you might have the crowd that I had for Bone Temple, whereby it turned into an Iron Maiden concert. I went on my own. I always go to cinema on my own. And by the time Iron Maiden hit, everyone was on their feet, raving. And I was like, this is fantastic.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
It was so much fun. It was cinema, and everyone was like, it was like a metal gig. This is wonderful.
That's so sick.
Yeah, it's cool.
I would love that. I've always wanted that experience, where people are singing along or else shouting lines and stuff. Yeah. Again, it feels more like a grindhouse kind of drive-in thing. But I would love to,
it was a dream. I get it. A one-off, but never again, unfortunately. But we try. We live for that thrill.
I love that you're that'll never happen again. Sorry.
Well, it hasn't happened since. Let's put it that way. So we never know.
You never know.
Until I put my own screenings on. Until I put my own intimate screenings on, they're coming. Don't worry, they're coming.
Let us know. Let us know in advance, and I will get to as many of them as I can.
Oh, trust me, what I've got planned for my first one, blow your mind. Right. Anyway, we move on. It's exciting. Okay. I then have some quick fire questions. We're using air quotes because they have not been quick so far. And poor Claire, she's like,
nope. I'm so sorry.
Be here for an hour. No, it's not your fault.
That's fine. I love them. I think it's been hilarious.
We're like interview 10 of our filmmaker interviews now, thereabouts, and the longest quick fire was about 40 minutes. So we'll see how this goes.
I will try. Look, that's a
It was the
record to
whole
beat.
thing.
I'm gonna beat it.
You're not going to beat it today. We've got a conflict. That's you. I love that you're going to keep trying. You're going to keep messaging us and be like, run.
Yeah.
You'll
I've
catch
got
on
this.
this. I've got this and this and this.
Exactly. Okay.
Don't
So some
tempt
of
me.
these I feel you may have already answered. However, I'm going to run through them anyway because I didn't have time to prep anything in my head. Slashers or psychological horrors?
Slashers.
Okay. Favorite horror villain or final girl? So I know the villain. Who's your favorite final girl?
Oh, favorite final girl's hard, but I will have to go with Nancy. She's it's kind of the thing that got me into special effects makeup was seeing Freddy getting his makeup done. And Nancy to me is the ultimate final girl. She just turns to him and goes, "No, you're not gonna do this to me." And it's her inner strength that beats Freddy. And I just think she's super strong, badass. Heather Langenkamp's a badass. Yeah, that's it.
Nailed it. And also, can we just say that her and her husband have one of the best special effects companies I've ever seen. Like what
I
they did
didn't
with
want to
Cabin in
say
the
because I'd
Woods,
be like,
it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right?
incredible, absolutely phenomenal. Like again, I could talk about their work alone for a hell of a long time. 5 hours.
Incredible. Yeah. I've always wanted to meet her, but I would be so worried I'd have to be at the end of the queue because everyone would be like, "I love you in Nightmare on Elm Street." I was going to say Nightmare Before Christmas. That was not good. Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'd be like, well, also great casting. Why not? But yeah, I'd be like, right, so who are all these characters on the board, and why didn't we get costumes for all of them? Who the hell is Kevin? What would Kevin look like? That's what I would ask her. I wouldn't know what Kevin is.
Apparently, she's an absolute saint, and she's really, really nice. So again, she'd never stop you talking, and then I'd keep her there, and I'd be the weird one.
Yeah,
between the three of us, she'd be in for it. Never get away.
Run!
Yeah, it's like, get out of here. You gotta go.
Yes, exactly. Okay. The last film you watched.
Oh.
Doesn't have to be horror.
No, I think last night I watched Jimmy and Stiggs.
Nice. Great film.
Yeah. Really, really good. To be honest, what pushed me to watch it was I heard about how they got it made. And it was like over years. They just kept every weekend or every time they got a chance, they just went and did it. And again, I like some of the filmmakers' other stuff. Like I'll stop. I won't go into it. But I like their practical stuff as well. I don't think I've ever seen them use CG.
No.
And I don't think I need to say it. I absolutely adore practical effects, and the amount of goo, I will just say, in that movie made my heart happy. And only that, it's really nice about friendship as well when you really get down to it.
I really love the color palette in it as well. They're not afraid of color. Love that.
No, and again, like that lighting source doesn't make sense. I don't care. It's a neon explosion, and hit me in the face with it, please.
It's if you've seen the Ryan Coogler take on Street Trash yet?
I actually haven't. It's one that I've on my list for so long.
I really think that would be a great double feature because what Ryan Coogler does with color and neon and like gore and slime and ooze, phenomenal. It's quite a good pairing in my head.
Especially with a film like Street Trash, it's needed. Like it's
definitely check it out if you haven't already. There we go. Recommendation. Okay, a film you wish you could have directed, as in a creative idea you've seen and you're kicking yourself you didn't think of it first, or a film you'd like to remake.
Oh, okay. So, nailed. I'll do two. I'll do the both of them. Courage, and I didn't think of it, is Green Room. Have you ever seen it?
Yes.
Yes, of course. Oh my God, Patrick Stewart, come on.
Yeah.
It's such a tight movie, and every single thing you go, oh well, what about this? He has it covered. They call the cops, no problem at all. I will tell you exactly what will happen when they call the cops. And it's for essentially one room. Insane. And again, me and Shauna grew up in that kind of scene of punk bands, metal bands, all that type of stuff. We were in that venue. We were definitely in that venue at one time going, we need to get out of here soon because it's going to kick off. Something's going to happen. And it could have been me going, oh, I forgot my charger. Hang on. That's my pick to go. It was such a good idea. So simple, yet so ingenious. What would I like to, I'll do two for you. I think. Oh Jesus. Okay. I'll go with just quick, easy ones: Pumpkinhead and or Maniac Cop.
Oh, Maniac Cop's one of my
Yes.
favorites.
Okay, I
would
will.
be great with a modern lens. It would be really interesting if you put a political spin on it right now. That would be
I
fun.
will send you my pitch for that movie. I've written it because I had to.
Oh,
I just
Oh
had
my
to.
God, please send it me. I'll pray.
I will
Well,
send it to you.
when I have some
Just
money, I'll put an EP credit on it, please. I want to be part of that.
100%. And considering it's one of your favorites, I'd love your thoughts. So I'll send it to you.
Hell yeah, send it me. Yes, please. I'd love that. Wild. There we go. I'm giving feedback on a script. This is wild. I've never done that before. Let's see where
They
that
never
ends
get
up.
made, but maybe it will.
Yeah, literally, it's going to be like teacher's notes, like spelling mistake, grammatical
Yeah.
error,
Here,
punctuation.
there.
No, wrong. Anyway, moving on. Okay, favorite film score.
Favorite film school? Oh, score.
Yeah, score, not school.
I heard
score.
school. I was like,
Oh,
well.
No, score. It's
Um,
me. I can't enunciate. Apologies.
No, you're fine. The amount of stuff I can't pronounce, I'm being very, very careful. Believe me.
You're good.
Score. Do you know what? I won't go with one of the obvious classics, and I will go with. I actually filled out an academic paper for one of my friends, who's also a streamer. Our Instagram's Elvin Gore. And I said the score for Sinister.
Oh,
It is. It is when you really break it down. Again, the person I'll give credit is my sister. She's heavily into scores and music. She studied it in college and stuff. And yeah, when she really pointed it out to me and we just listened, it's insanely good. And there's certain things where I'm like, I actually don't know what that is. I don't know if it's an instrument. I don't know if it's like something rolling across the table or if it's a film stock being pulled off its ribbon. I don't know. And that's what I like about it. Again, Scott Derrickson's insane. He's really good.
Yeah, so I listen to quite a lot of scores as well when I'm frantically editing stuff constantly for the online audience that I love. Hi guys. And the one I'm really addicted to at the moment is Under the Skin. It's so unnerving. It really, every time that little screech and it kind of pitches off and then it goes quiet, but just the crescendo, I'm like, I need to stop for a second and breathe. Remember to breathe. Okay, you're good. Keep going. Like
it
it's
does
wonderful.
Start to push on your chest, and that's the genius of a good score. That's a great pick. That's a really good pick. I might listen to that.
It's really surreal. It's so different, but all the tracks kind of sound very similar. But when you listen to it as one larger piece, it's haunting on another level. But that's my pick.
I'm sold. I'm going to do that next time I'm sculpting.
Do it, but you have to be in a good headspace because it will mess you up. Okay, actor you would like to work with?
I've so many. I will go with. I'll go with Kathy Bates.
Nice.
Yeah.
She can do it all. That's kind of I didn't again. Or do you know what? Angela Bassett as well. I'd love to work with her. Those two. I'll go with those two. And again, I didn't actually think of that through a horror lens either. No. I can't say enough good things about the realness of every single performance from those two. It's not. I never see an actor. I always see the character. That to me is acting. True and true. I never turn and go, oh, Kathy.
That's why I really struggle as well. Is you see the Tom Cruises and the Brad Pitts, and you're like, that's great. That's Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt in a film. It's not this character. Like I really struggle with remembering Tom Cruise character names because it's just Tom Cruise.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like they become bigger than their characters. They become like just them.
Yeah.
And like, look, again, I was a wrestling fan before The Rock was at, and so The Rock is always The Rock. That kind of thing. I seen Macho Man, and I was like, "Oh yeah, brother."
There you go.
But I didn't want to say it.
Tattoo and a Bray Wyatt tattoo as well. I'm a big fan.
I can't talk about Bray Wyatt. I can't.
Anyway. Yeah, I know. Too much. Let's not cry.
I literally got a lump in my throat when you even said it. I'm gonna stop.
Sorry. But let's say Bray Wyatt. That's much better, right?
There you go.
Nailed it. Okay, cool. All right. A film.
No, sorry, I'm just trying to stop myself. I'm like,
oh, you're good. That's why I'm moving on. We're trying to move on. Okay, a film you wish you could watch again for the first time.
Film I wish I could watch again for the first time. Okay, easy. My very first Jason film I ever watched was Jason X. I'll go with that. quick story, really, really quick. I knew Freddy, seen the makeup done, and I saw the poster for Freddy versus Jason when I was leaving the cinema with my mom. And I went, who the hell is that? And my mom was like, oh, he's Jason, he's another killer. And I was like, yeah, no, I know Freddy, who is that big dude? And she went, we'll rent the film. We were coming out of pictures, and I went straight to Extra Vision was what we went to. And we rented Jason X. I remember cover clear as day. We lost the video on the rental store. Because again, they never gave us the cover that was the Extra Vision cover. They gave us the actual cover, and I was like, this is not going back. And she was like, I'll ring them, don't worry. I don't steal off them, but for Jason X it was worth it. And I remember sitting there waiting to be scared, and it was my first time to kind of going, oh hell yeah, horror is like a heavy metal roller coaster, and I want Jason to get all of these guys. And I just had so much fun, and that's like, I really do credit Jason with being like, I know, yeah, I am who I am because of him. That's it. But no, my mom and dad showed me it, and we watched it together, and I think that's part of it, that my mom and dad were laughing. They were going, oh, especially with the liquid nitrogen kill. It was all that type of stuff. They were reacting, and I was getting hyped, and it was great. Really, really good.
That's wild.
Yeah, I wish I could experience that.
What a way to experience Jason for the first time, is have the nitrogen kill. And then the VR, like in the forest where he's having the sleeping bag kill again, and everyone's like, oh, look at him, he's having a great time.
He's just in his element.
Yeah, he's living his best life. Bless him.
100%. And again, just the comedy of that whole scene. It's like, do you want to smoke some pot? And it's like, he doesn't, but thank you.
I love that. Okay, cool. And then one final question from me, which kind of stumps people, but I think you've got this, so we'll see. If you could screen a double feature of 2 films for us to get to know you, which 2 films are you showing?
Okay. I will go with Friday the 13th Part 7. It's my favorite horror film of all time. It just is. If I'm having a bad day, I would stick it on in the background. I will put it on before I go to bed. It's Jason versus like a Tina the telekinetic person, which was actually meant to be Carrie, but we won't go there. But Part 7 is my favorite, and then the next one would be what I consider the best horror film of all time, the greatest horror film of all time, is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You have my fun side, you have my serious feel like I need a shower horror. So that's kind of the flip side of me. I love my fun time, but I also love really nasty, horrific kills and stuff. I'm mean when it comes to my horror.
That's really fun. And then if we get tickets for that, we have to find somewhere, Claire, that's showing 1 through 6 first, because I can't just jump in at 7.
No, but maybe we'll have to like watch it before, get together, have like a movie marathon, and then
an all-nighter and then go in. Yeah.
Listen, if you need them, I have every iteration there is. I will bring them. We will have it, and then we'll just go straight to the screen.
Yeah, I can't just go straight into number something. I'm like, if I know I'm going to watch it, I'm like, right, I have to start at the beginning and then work my way up to it. Right.
They're saying that there are some franchises where I do just jump in and I'm a maniac and watch Saw 10 out of nowhere, and I'm like, it's mental at this stage, but I love it. I'm still watching it.
I will say what's good about Friday the 13th and Part 7 specifically is there's an evil that lives in this place. A death, and it gives you like the highlights of all the other films and like Jason getting killed and stuff. So there's that. If you didn't get a chance to watch all of them, you will get your little here's what previously happened.
Yeah, previously on Friday the 13th. We just got like a highlight reel.
I just love the fact that we get that. Like, if there was people sitting in the cinema going, oh yeah, okay, I remember.
Nailed it. Well, that's been fantastic. Thank you so much, Aaron, for taking the time to meet
you guys.
us.
This has been an absolute blast.
At some point, we'll have to get Shauna on as well. I'd love to connect with you both and speak about your next project at some point. That would be wild.
Oh, 100%, definitely, anytime. And again, Shauna's taste in horror varies from we're very similar but very different at the same time. So you really, really need to talk to her. She has some great insights.
Yeah, it sounds great. Well, thank you all ever so much for watching. As a quick reminder as well, you can catch Chain Message on Saturday the 26th of September as part of the Shared Site Film Festival, which will be screening the 26th and 27th of September at the Crown Plaza Hotel in the centre of Nottingham. Get your tickets today for Strange Little Obsessions at strangelittleobsessions.co.uk. You can get day, weekend and VIP passes available now. And by the time this is out, all ticket holders will be able to book a seat online for any of our film screenings at no extra charge. So that's strangelittleobsessions.co.uk, and thank you all for watching, and we will see you in September.